This unit is Become a Mobile Expert in Evangelist. It's the third unit on the Salesforce Mobile App rollout module, which is on the Admin Intermediate Trail. My name is Jeff Alhadeff. You're welcome to join me as I work my way through this unit. If I come across something I found confusing or need a little bit of explanation, I'll link to it in the description below, and you can jump to that part of the video. Otherwise, just welcome to listen to me as I read this out loud and try to make sense of it. Okay, after completing this unit, you'll be able to access resources to learn about the Salesforce Mobile App, build an effective mobile rollout team, demonstrate the Salesforce app to your company, and pitch the Salesforce app to executives. Your role as trusted mobile advisor. Your mobile metamorphosis is complete. You're in the mobile mindset and full of ideas for use cases. I was somewhat afraid that we were going to end up hitting a lot more M's. You know, mobile metamorphosis, mobile mindset, meandering, whatever. Okay. Now you're ready for the next stage of your rollout process, learning and evangelizing. In this stage, you absorb all information you can find about the Salesforce app and get your hands dirty. Don't do that by playing around with the app. When your hands get dirty with technology, your technology is going to get dirty, and that's not good. Dirt and tech don't mix. Don't mix them. Just don't. Once you become a mobile expert, it's time to rally the troops. Spread the word at your company and build support for your mobile initiative. After all, you're going to need some help to make the mobile launch as successful as possible. Educate yourself about the mobile app, about the Salesforce app. If there's one thing we know for sure, it's that trailblazers love to learn. Well, we have some good news. The first item on your to-do list is stuffing your brain with mobile knowledge. That's not knowledge that moves in and out of your brain. That's knowledge about mobile technologies. Just in case you were wondering, I'm so annoying. So unleash your inner geek. Here are 2 resources for getting up and running with the Salesforce app. Complete the Salesforce Mobile App customization module. This is the best place to start. You can learn the basics and find out how to tailor the app to meet your company's needs. So this is interesting to me because, this one's it's part of the Admin Beginner Trail. We already saw this. So it's interesting to me that okay. I wonder why they did that. Watch part 3 of the Jump Start Your Mobile Strategy with Salesforce app webinar to see the demo of the app and the setup process. What's this? Second. I'm going to open this in an incognito window because, that's cool. Vidyard's the technology that we use to host videos, as obviously, but I only thought that you could do it internally. I didn't realize that we could host videos using Vidyard externally. That's a completely irrelevant to the rest of humanity, but I just found that interesting, so I'm talking out loud, and that's what I'm doing. Identify stakeholders and an executive sponsor. After you've got more familiar with the Salesforce app, it's time to share your knowledge with the company. But who should you share it with? It takes time to roll out any Salesforce project, and there's no better time to involve your team members than right at the beginning. Identify key stakeholders across departments and form a committee, helmed by an executive sponsor who is invested in Salesforce. Okay. This step is critical. Whether you've already committed to rolling out the mobile app or you're still evaluating it, you need executive support to ensure you've got resources and alignment to succeed. In addition, you need the right people from across the company to join your project team so that every department's needs are met. As you form your project team, keep in mind that depending on the size of your company, you might have people who fill multiple roles or wear multiple hats, quote unquote. Identify your super users. Super users are employees who understand the vision and value of your implementation, want to help you optimize and improve what's in place, and are passionate about helping others adopt Salesforce. These champions often answer questions and provide support to their coworkers, so they can be your evangelists in the field, helping to spread the word virally and increase adoption. I don't like this word very much because viral is like, it's like usually an infection, you know? So like when things spread virally, that's not good, you know? Like, yuck, stay home. Don't do that, please. But whatever. And when it comes to rolling out the Salesforce app, super users can help make your project a success. Martha Franklin and Leon Estrada. Way to go. Work with your executive, sponsor, and stakeholders to identify a group of mobile super users. Involve them in the rollout by giving them early opportunities to train. Seek their feedback on your marketing and communication plans, and consider asking them to help train users with a train-the-trainer approach. Educate your company about the Salesforce app. Okay, you've identified your launch team. It's important to have that exclamation point there, because otherwise you might read it like, okay, you've identified your launch team. But no, there's an exclamation point. But before you can start planning your rollout, you need to sell your team members on your mobile vision by sharing what you've learned about the Salesforce app. Don't worry, we talk more about planning your rollout in a later unit. When you're extolling the virtues of the Salesforce app to your executive, sponsor, and stakeholders, one of the most important questions that I have is, how can the mobile app help my team? Well, remember all those sweet use cases you developed? They're your secret sauce for selling the benefits of the app and winning support of your mobile initiative. Secret sauce are two words that we do not use on Trailhead now, ever. It's like banned. Editors will cut that out. It got too saucy. That's it. Create a presentation deck. They're your tools, they're your benefit, they're your key points. Key points is business jargon also. Create a presentation deck that highlights your top use cases. For each use case, emphasize how the Salesforce app can help users and deliver business value. In addition to sharing the presentation, consider providing a demonstration for your team. How to demonstrate the Salesforce app. One of the best ways to educate your team on the Salesforce app is to demo it. You can demo the app right over the box. It doesn't come in a box. But your demo will be more compelling if you spend a little time customizing the app so it reflects your specific use cases. We cover customization more fully in the next unit, but for now let's go over a few of the best practices for giving a demo. Best practice include demo data, create simple records for all the features and use cases you show. Tell users stories as you showcase the app. You will use real-life examples as the stories to drive your demo. For example, consider adding real user photos to their user profiles. Test everything beforehand. If you're planning to show any customizations you've added, make sure to test them first. Be prepared for questions. There are some differences between the Salesforce Mobile App and the full Salesforce site. Be aware of potential feature gaps so you can propose workarounds if your team member asks. Okay, that's a lot. Practice makes perfect. Run through your demo in advance to make sure you're ready and practice the flow of how to demo the features. Record your demo. If you record your demo, you can easily share it with people who can't attend in person. The recording can also be a great training asset later, or maybe not, because maybe people aren't going to want to watch a whole presentation, but that's a different story. If you've been working with the Salesforce app on your phone, you might be wondering how to share that tiny screen with people in a meeting room or web conference. Luckily, you can use something called a device emulator to demo the mobile app from your computer. Oh, that's cool. We'll talk more about emulators in the next unit. Oh, nice. Pitch the Salesforce app to executives. Pitch. Don't pitch it. Hey, you can't throw it. It's an app. Not a phone. You wouldn't want to throw your phone at the executives. Present. Of course, the demo is only half the battle. There aren't any wars going on. Whether you like it or not, getting buy-in for your mobile rollout involves a sales pitch. Sales pitch. To a critical team member. Your executive sponsor. Critical in this case is meant like super important, not like, yeah, what's that? Stupid. Okay. Executive support is a huge factor in the success of a mobile rollout, so you need to sell your vision for this Salesforce app and convince the executive to back your mobile initiative. Let's be honest, though. Okay, good. What would we be doing up until now? Executives can sometimes seem, well, kind of scary. If you feel a little intimidated, here's some advice that might help. Don't go alone. Bring a manager who understands your vision and can support your claims about how users will benefit from mobility. Keep it brief. Executives are busy, so get to the juicy part fast. Avoid long opening and jump right into the benefits, use cases, and demo. Focus on business value. When presenting your use cases, try to align your message with the things executives care about. Growing the business, retaining existing customers, increasing customer satisfaction, and beating competitors. How will the Salesforce app make users more productive? How will it help the company sell more or faster? Revisit your process. Okay. I'm reading fast because, I just need to. Revisit your process. When you are presenting the benefits of the Salesforce app to stakeholders and executives, here are some questions you'll likely hear. That's cool, but can I do this? What about that? Can I do that? These types of questions mean your team members are thinking about how different processes will work in the mobile app. This is good, but sometimes revisiting a process and improving it is a better next step. In other words, maybe the way we've always done it isn't necessarily the best path isn't necessarily the best path forward. That's especially the case with mobile, and you may need to help your colleagues make the shift to a mobile mindset. As their trusted advisor, you can help the company see that changing the process to adapt to the Salesforce app can actually make users more productive. So how do you do that? It's easier said than done. But start by asking more questions. How can you break up the process into separate steps? Which steps make sense to complete from a mobile device? Let's look at an example. Let's say you are a Sales Cloud customer and your sales rep needs to request deal approvals. Currently, they have a complex approval wizard with over a dozen steps. Yikes, that's not micro-moment material. So ask yourself, what needs to happen to kick off the approval process? What's the minimal effort required? Or the MER. Just joking. Nobody ever says that. On the part of the rep. Send for approval. In our example, maybe it just boils down to sending an email to the first person in the approval queues to get things started. Then reps can complete the rest of the updates when they're back in the office. So on the back end, you set up a custom action that triggers the approval email, and when the rep updates the opportunity, blah, 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 blah. So on the back end, I don't like the word back end. I mean, it has just a different connotation usually. You set up a custom action that triggers an approval email, and when the rep updates the opportunity from the Salesforce app. Bingo! Not really. Your rep save time and close deals faster, all because you broke up the steps in a process that would have been tedious to do from a phone. Okay, now they've assembled your community and rallied support for the mobile rollout, it's time to start customizing the Salesforce app so it meets your company's needs. Okay, cool. Quiz time. Okay, there was 4 questions there. Like, we never ask 4 questions. We can only ask 2 now. That's all. Thanks for listening.